Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. Tonight we are here with Kaydan, first-time caller, long-time listener,
Hello.
and Zintis, who's quickly becoming a regular on his of his own. We are going to be playing Kaydan's game Chili Jack, which I'm going to let him explain kind of the basic gist and the rules of how to play, and then me and Zintis will give it a shot.
Sounds good. Yeah, thank you for inviting me here. It's really appreciate what you guys are doing, and great to be here. Actually, funny enough, I kind of went through and changed the name of the game just a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Chili Jack, originally the name Chili Jack came from my wife's suggestion. This game features a lot of chilies that you're interacting with, so that's where chili came from. And Jack comes from the term Blackjack. This game is a Blackjack-like game where both players are trying to create this plate full of really hot chilies that go up to a certain number, and that number is going to change each game you play. But you never want to go over that number. So there's this really cool tension of trying to estimate what your opponent's going to play and what you have to build. So not all the cards that have the highest number is always the best. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I changed the name to Spicy Showdown. So we're going to be calling it Spicy Showdown for the remainder of the video. Yeah, it's I'm still trying to get used to it.
It's fine.
Not easy yet.
I mean, at least you had a working name and then a real name. My working name is usually just like Untitled 4X Space Game. and it's that for months and months and months. I'm like, I should probably name this game. Like, it does actually need a name.
That is good though. Like, since you can like eventually change your name, and like none of your playtesters would be like, oh, I hate the new name because they're so attached to your old name.
Right.
But yeah, I've been working on this game for about a year and 9 months in now.
Nice.
Pretty close to the stage where I'm like almost done with balancing and testing and all those things. But it's really, I think I would really love to get some of the professionals or other designers' opinion on just the core mechanics of the game and how it all feels. So
nice.
Let me just quickly do a quick tutorial for you guys. At the start of each game, so the goal of the game is to be the chef who wins the most. I can't call it for like trademark reasons. It's a Michelin star, but instead of Michelin star, we call it Sizzling stars. Okay. Each of the dishes, these dishes have a star on the top right, and if you're the player who has the closest heat at the end of the game to this number on the top left, this is the dish's heat, the maximum amount of heat that it can have, then you will be rewarded this dish. So you put it right into your scoring zone right here. This playmat, I'm going to do a quick dive here. This is your grill. You're going to be playing a chili from your hand on top of the grill face down. Both of you will play it face down, and when both grills are full, you will reveal it together and determine who gets to go first. These are chilies. I'm going to flip over a couple of chilies to show you what they look like. All chilies, even though they may not look like chilies, these are all chilies, okay? Chilies have heat on the top left of the card. That shows you how spicy that chili is. So we call that heat. And chilies also have all like unique abilities, as you might expect from a card game. And last but not least, they have a type. So chili types usually hint at you when their abilities can trigger or how they can be triggered. So there are a total of 4 types in this game. One is the grilling type. Grilling types activate their ability when they're placed onto their grills, and you flip them over, and it's your turn. You activate the grilling ability. Bada boom, bada bam. We have. I thought I was gonna get lucky and pull the next one. This might take. Oh, I'm gonna pull him out though. Here we go. This is a prepping type chili. As the name suggests, prepping type chilies have to be prepped for a little bit before they can be used. So they have to be on your plate. When your grilling chili is still on your grill, before you activate this ability, you may prep this by turning it sideways and use their ability like that. So note that this is a may, so you don't have to always use the prepping chilies abilities if you don't want to. Yeah, and once they're prepped, they can only be used. They can't be used for the rest of that round. So you are pretty much using it just for that one turn.
Okay.
The third one is this blue one. This is the dining chilies. Dining chilies don't do anything right away, and they don't do anything while they're on their plate. until the end of the game. And the end of the game happens when any player has 4 chilies on their plate like this. Your plate can hold up to 4 maximum chilies.
Okay.
Okay, so when the dining phase occurs eventually, Zentis, you're going to be doing your own thing, and then Endgamer, you're going to be doing your own thing. And if you have any dining chilies, they will activate their abilities starting from the hottest one to the mildest. So if you have a 6 and another 1,
Mm-hmm.
your 6 will go first.
Okay.
And last but not least is the special chilies. There's only a couple of these in the game. Special chilies are special because they have like a surprising abilities that can trigger based on unique conditions that are stated on the card itself. So for example, the Stray Chili Cat says at the end of a game. So it doesn't necessarily even have to be on your plate. It could be in your hand and it will trigger the ability. Yeah. So that's pretty much all the chilies that we have to go through. All the actual learning of the game comes from reading of each of the cards.
All right.
So we're just going to try to jump right in and do a quick tutorial game. So if you lose during the tutorial, we're not going to count it as an actual loss. Okay.
We turn off the whole stream and everyone goes home. That's what happens.
Yeah, and we pretend it never happened. Okay. So at the start, we're going to do a quick setup. Setup is really quick and easy. We just shuffle the deck of the dish and we reveal the top one. And we're going to start off really high. So
Okay.
So we're going to trigger the setup ability together here. Each player summons 2 chilies and trashes the milder one. Summoning is a keyword of taking a chili from the deck and putting it directly onto your plate.
Okay.
So both of you guys go ahead and put a chili.
Sorry.
You guys put it onto your plate like that. Then trash the milder one. Yep.
Do they do anything before they get trashed?
So nothing happens to them when they're summoned. And
Alright.
even the ones that have the grilling abilities, they only activate when they're placed onto your grills. Okay, and now you guys both draw 4 chilies. That's as your starting hand.
Okay. So because this one has a heat of 99, it's basically going to be impossible for us to bust. So
pretty much.
So
right.
So this round will basically be just who can get the highest in their 4.
Yeah.
So we're playing. Okay, so I may have missed something. So we're taking turns playing a chili to our own grill face down, or do we do it simultaneously?
You guys do it simultaneous right now, and then once both players have done so, you reveal them together and compare the heat to see who gets to go first.
Okay.
I see. Okay. All right, this one goes there. Okay.
Okay. So you guys both reveal. We compare the heat of the chilies on the grill, and the hotter one goes first. So go ahead. So at the start of your turn, you have to do 3 of the things. One is optional. You can, if you have one, you can use your prepping chili. It wouldn't really make sense to use this right now.
Right, because I don't have another one on my plate.
Yeah. Yeah. And the second is you activate chili on your grill if it has a grilling ability.
Right. So I am going to. I think I'm going to do this. Here, you take this, and then I get a random one from your hand, Zentis.
What? When grilled, swap chili from your hand with a random one from another player's hand. Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take this one.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. So put it into your hand, and that goes into your hand. Cool. So Steely did its thing. Now, the third thing you do in your turn as a final thing is you plate it. So you put it onto your plate.
All right. Awesome.
Perfect. And then now the turn goes over to Zentis.
Okay. So the hobo chili says when grilled. Is that a thing I have to do actively?
Yes, you must do it actually.
Yeah, that's like when you flip it, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting grilled right now because it's on the grill.
So I'm just looking at these 2 chilies, and sure, I'll take the 0.
Okay.
All right.
Then
so the hobo did the thing, and now I play a chili.
You plate the hobo onto your plate.
I plate the hobo. Okay. Is the round over when both players have 4 chilies?
Right.
Yeah. Actually, no. Either one of you guys have to have 4 chilies on your plate.
So just either of us reaches 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And that's independent chilies, not tucked ones. Like if I can stack this is 1 chili then.
Yes, exactly. That's one singular chili.
Okay.
So if anything happens to that one singular chili, like swapping, for example, they will both get swapped.
Right.
If it gets trashed, they will both get trashed, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So is grilling the act of playing the card?
No, you are playing a chili onto your grill, and if it happens to be, if it happens to have the grilling ability, it will be grilled there. So yeah, I guess you could say yes. It is
Okay, so when you
grilling
play
is
a
playing actual
chili,
card.
grilling is the act of playing a chili. Okay, got it.
Yes.
I would like to play this, which is now grilled, and then I'm going to stack this underneath
So
your.
I'm gonna stop you right there, real quick.
Okay.
So the grilling phase, you guys are gonna be actually simultaneously playing a chili
Right.
onto your grill.
That's so like we just did one round where you did the hobo chili and got his stuff, and then we're gonna put our stuff face down and do another round.
Oh, because I thought. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you were
actually,
resolving your played chili, and then I resolved my played chili. I'm not actually. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
and
Because you gave me the 13. I like. Okay.
It threw you off. I'm sorry.
It threw me off.
I messed you up.
That's okay.
All right.
Do we draw
actually,
cards in between rounds? by the way?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would each draw one card from the deck.
Okay.
And then now, another thing we do is we would do that check first before we draw. So if anyone has 4 chilies on the plate, we would instead go into the dining phase. Otherwise, we draw cards and then we keep playing.
Okay.
Bang.
I wonder what Zintis is gonna play.
Yep. Prize.
Okay.
All right.
That's awesome. All right.
And
Go ahead
go.
and reveal your chilies.
All right. What's going on?
Oh no, it's the chili wall.
So
right,
when grilled,
so-
another player must immediately plate the chilies on their grill without activating their abilities.
So does that work even though you go second?
No, because I go first because I have the hottest, right?
Yes.
And this is
Oh, right.
-6. Yeah.
Okay, -6, right. Okay. So I have to.
So you have to plate this on yourself.
Okay. Got it.
I counterspell you. And I'm gonna prep this bro when I do this, and
Okay.
put this under this.
Awesome.
Stack this chili under another chili. Okay.
There's a really useful tool I didn't know about in TTS until like recently when I had to do a lot of stacking. If you
can
hover,
do you.
yeah, that it like tucks it underneath. It's really good.
It's something that's in like the recesses of my brain that I always forget, especially
Yeah.
when it's super pertinent. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. I could just do that.
All right. So now we both draw.
Let's
one
draw.
Again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. There we go.
How did I do that?
Sometimes when both players try to draw at the same time, it will
Go
think
into
that
the
it's
ether.
one player's position and go into your hand. Yeah.
All right. This goes down.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
All good. And just as a quick reminder, this might be the last turn of the game.
Hypothetically,
Because, yeah, when anyone has 4, it goes into the dining phase.
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and reveal and see what we played.
Haha.
Whoa!
Each player trashes their hands and draws 4 cards. Okay, so this one first, and I lose the cursed chili,
Nice.
and I lose dining. You may stack the top grilled. Okay, I'll lose the hobo.
Okay.
Okay.
And now the chaos chili will do its
Each
thing.
player trashes their hands and draws 4 new chilies. Okay.
So I like to also group things in my hand or like my plate, and then just hover over the trash bin, and then when you press G, it will group thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
1 + 3 is oftentimes. What is this? Oh, that's so snazzy. I love that.
That is actually literally the best card in the game.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's not
There's no
actually
best card.
particularly
Everything
pertinent
is.
this round because of the 99, but return a chili from your plate.
Yeah, so if there's a keyword that you're not familiar with, there's actually a keyword sheet right up here. I can make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it a little bit easier.
Turn from hand to draw.
There we go.
Okay. We're gonna go. Wait. This one. I forgot that hypothetically I'm gonna end the game here.
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's go ahead and reveal.
2.
All right.
11.
11. Ace of chili.
So that just goes
Yep,
straight there.
Yeah, that just gets plated. Yeah,
Hmm.
you got it.
Okay.
And then yours goes.
Yep. And it does something. Stack the top card of the trash bin under chili on your plate.
Ooh, nice.
So technically, this stays on your grill until the ability's over, and then it will
So
get
it couldn't
plated at the
stack
end.
on this. It would stack on something
yeah.
else.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. But this is really good. So I'll teach you guys about tiebreakers and stuff too. But for now, I think we go into dining phase.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're in the dining phase, if you have any dining chilies, you activate all their dining abilities.
Mm-hmm.
If they say may, you don't need to necessarily do them. And yeah, the dining phases are completely independent from other players.
Mm-hmm.
Under this chili. Bang. Oh, that was not good.
Less than
You
optimal.
got egg. Yeah,
Okay.
that's still more heat. Okay. So now you just add up all the heat on your plate and see who wins.
25, and I think you have 20.
I got 30,
No,
I
more.
believe.
30. 30.
Right.
Wait.
Or
31.
wait, 20.
31.
31. That's right. Yeah.
31. Yeah. So 31
right.
is definitely hotter, so you win this dish.
Haha.
Okay. Nice. So take that over there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now there's a more standard dish for the next round here. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. And for this game we'll do best of 5. So whoever is the first to get 3 sizzling stars will win.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
So go ahead and trash everything in your hand and plate into the trash bin.
And hand? Okay.
Yes, and hand. You're starting a completely new game.
All right.
Nope. Flip. Rah. I swear I'm in TTS like every day.
You're good. Okay, so we always do the dish of the day's ability first. Each player summons 1 chili. This is like the standard tutorial dish.
So I'm just playing it from my hand.
No,
from
you're
the
summoning
top
it
of
from
the
the
deck.
deck.
Okay.
And then you draw 4.
Let me draw 4.
Oh. Okay.
1 chili, then stack a chili from your hand.
Under a chili on your plate. Dang it. Oh.
Let's see what I got.
Where would be trash? All right. I'm ready. So if we go over 21, we just lose.
Not just lose. During the dining phase, if you go over 21, at the end of the game, you would lose. But while the game is going on, you can be over 21.
Sorry. If we hit, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is the word.
No matter what.
Those are the words I meant to say.
Yeah, like if no matter how low the opponent's heat is, if they're like at 1, it doesn't matter because you overheated, so they win by default.
Right.
And if both players overheat, whoever overheats less would win. Okay, let's go ahead and reveal. Ooh,
And
this is gonna be spicy.
Whoa.
Okay.
From another player's hand.
Yep.
Oh, well, it's a good thing that I have Jesus in my hand because he automatically gets trashed.
What? Oh.
You happened to pick the one that was going to force you to be done anyway.
Okay, and then when grilled, stack 2 random chilies from your hand under this chili.
So I get both of these underneath, basically.
Oh, no.
That's a lot of heat.
That is a lot of heat.
All right, so we draw 1.
But now I'm top decking.
Yeah, you don't want to be top decking in this game. Trust me.
Right. I'm also at 18.
Mm.
And you have to play something in turn.
Mm.
I'm at 7. Do 2 more.
Uh-oh. All
right.
This is problematic, actually. Crap it. Okay, well, I yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
5 is good.
Grilled, draw 1 chili. Draw an extra if you have... That's what I needed.
All right. So you're over.
I
but
am
have-
currently over, but hopefully I can.
I have 11.
Hopefully I can
Oh.
top deck a
Right, draw one.
negative. Go ahead, you draw first.
Yep.
And
So
then
you're
you
chili,
draw.
and then yeah, that's it. Okay. So now
And-
So,
now I
Synthesis, you
draw
would draw
normal.
another
Yeah, I
for
draw
your.
normal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And I'm at. So there a benefit to going exactly 21?
If you go to exactly 21, you pretty much like win, right? Because the other
Right,
player,
right,
if they're
well-
at 20.
Sure. Well, what I'm asking is like if my opponent goes to 1,000 and I go to 2,
Uh-huh.
there's no benefit to going to 3.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because
just making-
you know
just
that
making
your
sure.
opponent has lost already.
As long as you go over, I'm doing great. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
right.
Um,
I don't think this saves me, but
You never know. We'll see. We'll see.
can't play that.
'Cause your opponent could be doing something that you didn't expect
Yeah.
either.
Okay.
What am I trying to do?
Yeah,
Not
so-
shift tab, shift. There we go. Alt shift.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Also, if you have a chili on your grill face down and your opponent is taking their time, you could always take it back and play a different one, as long as they haven't seen it yet. So
Okay.
change your mind. But
All right.
once the 2 chilies are on the grill,
Yes,
you have
I'm
to...
gonna change from this one to this one.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm gonna play myself.
Ah!
All right, Spice-O-Mancer, what you got?
So I get to swap the hottest chili on my plate with another player's hottest chili.
Cool.
So
Your hottest is actually this
yeah,
one here.
this is my hottest one actually,
Oh.
because this is all one chili.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow, what
fuck.
the?
Ah!
What just happened?
Can you rewind
I think I could
in-
just
in the top?
fix it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Let me try that. Did that do it? Okay. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
What the-
Let's
I
do
get
this one at a
all
time.
Uh-huh.
You get those, and I get your hottest, which is the samurai,
Mm-hmm. Oh, put in my hand.
which
That might actually.
actually, but I do also have to have this, so I think I might still go over.
Then my guy goes on here.
Oh no, I get exactly 21.
Yeah, but Chuggy is actually so clutch here because
What?
Chuggy stacks under the dish,
I
which
hit,
lowers the total heat you're supposed to go to.
So
to
hit
11,
exactly
18.
21.
16. All right, so you have all 4. I get a dish, I think.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Nice.
are you over?
No?
This is
11.
11. Oh yeah, you're not. You're good. Yeah, I in my brain I was like, this is gonna have a positive value, and then screw you up, and no, it did not.
All right, got mine. I got my lava pasta.
Grr.
Nice. That was almost a great comeback.
I like
with the
spicy
spiciness
pasta,
there.
by the way. Spicy pasta is great.
Spicy pasta is the best. I just
The
made
best.
what's it called? Chipotle and adobo. I like took that and mixed it with like
Ooh.
sour cream and some mayo and some garlic, and so good. I was having tacos the
And
other
then
night.
just drank it by itself.
And then just literally drank it straight because it's so delicious.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, so good.
All right, cool. So we're
Save us a
here.
goal.
We draw
Okay.
4 cards.
So we get
Oh,
one.
everything-
Oh, that's too many cards.
Everything in
Then
your hand also has to get trashed as well.
then we stack 2 chilies from the deck under this dish, which would mean that this dish would get higher.
Yes.
So it'd be 16 and then 19.
Yeah.
Whoop.
So I'll just flip these over for you.
No!
Oh my god, what is
Okay,
happening?
Okay, sorry, I'll stop messing with it.
Ah, no worries. Good. Stacking is a little funky, but like in real life,
It's
this would
always
be-
funky in TTS because it like
Yeah.
tries to stack things sometimes, and you're just like, no, I'm smarter than you.
All right, so we're
There
looking
we
at 19 with the mystery chicken.
Yes.
We both summon 1 chili from the deck.
Yeah, and I got a 10 right off the bat.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, I got a 9.
You got a 9.
Chilies. That's
We're
pretty
down to 1 card, so I assume this reshuffles.
Mhm. Yes.
I'm gonna put this. What happened? draw
You want to
that.
put it like on the top like this?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. And we're aiming for 19. Mm,
Whoa, that is a spicy dog. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think I'm going with this one.
I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Go ahead.
4 is good.
What goes
Oh
first?
man. All right, well, we swap.
What?
We swap. You get this dinosaur, and I get
That's your
this.
modest.
Oh, on your plate. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was really hoping that you were gonna have higher than 4, but less than 10.
Right. When grilled, subtract 3 chilies from the top of the deck under this chili. So 1.
Make sure
2,
to plate
3.
your banana.
Oh yeah, plate it. I was about to discard it.
Flip.
This is not going so hot for me.
Group. Spread. Yep. And yep. Okay.
Well, I gotta draw a card
Don't
first,
forget to draw
technically.
one.
Oh right,
Yeah.
we both draw a card.
Drawing is good. Don't forget to draw.
So I don't want to do that.
So I now have
I'll do this.
16, which is a lot.
That is a lot.
So this trench coat chili,
Mhm.
for the purposes of like
That one.
getting
card
rid of
right
it
there.
or exchanging it or whatever, it counts as one chili.
Yeah, this is all one chili.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And when this guy gets dined, he gets +7.
What?
Well,
The super
so when
chili.
a chili is stacked under another chili, it loses all other properties about it.
Oh,
So it
okay,
just
that's
counts
good.
as a chili.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and reveal. Let's see what we played.
Aha!
Boom! Whoa!
Okay.
All right.
And what is this one? All and summon that many chilies on your plate. Oh, sweet.
Yep, we're going. We're gonna see what the deck does. So.
Well, this
I
stays
need
on.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yep.
You're
So
good.
these go away.
And they just get 2.
Let me group those. Okay. And
Nice.
then 1.
Ooh.
And 2.
Oh.
There's 3 chilies from your hand to give this chili. Whoa.
All right. So now I'm at 12, which is a much more affordable number.
Mm-hmm.
We both draw a card.
Yeah. So I either have to hope that you bust or tuck under my chili MP.
I mean, if you play a 2, you'll lose the Achilles.
Well, that's the thing. This guy will trash everything else on my plate. So it's I'll just have 8.
Dining. Oh, he is dining.
It just trashes all
The-
other
the-
dining chilies.
Right at the scoring phase. Basically, he'll trash everything else. So I have to like hope that I can. I guess I could do that actually. That actually, because I'm. Under the dish.
All right, let's try this.
I maybe screwed myself. Why? I don't want to use Copilot. Stop asking me. I keep hitting some combination of buttons, and it's like, would you like to use AI? And I'm like, no, I never do. Chill.
I'm intelligent enough.
All right. I
have authentic intelligence.
Yeah. I have a hoping. All right, I got Chimba.
Well, that's good.
So reveal the top chili from the deck and stack it under the dish.
You may stack it if you want to.
Or trash it. I'm gonna trash it and hope that I don't know. I don't think I'm winning this round. This is what I'm
we'll see.
So trash the chili on another player's plate with 4 less heat. So I have to trash your Chimba, I guess.
or the banana. Doesn't really matter.
Your choice.
I don't like banana peppers. They're gross.
Oh, okay.
Disgusting.
So I'm at 14,
Hmm.
and you are at.
And I'm at 8 because we're in the prep phase now, so both of these just get trashed.
Wait, both?
Yep.
No, it's just the ones that are dining.
All
Yeah,
other.
it's just-
Oh, it's all other dining ones. I was not reading that correctly. I'm a dummy.
We to be fair, we did
Nope.
mention that before, but that's all
No,
good.
it's okay. I was just trying. I was thinking too hard.
Do I have any-
I
I
probably
do
would
have
have
a
played
die.
that slightly differently, but that's
I
okay.
may trash 3 chilies
Yeah.
from my hand for +3 heat. Don't need that because I'm at 14 and you're at 12, so
Mhm.
I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I get a
Reading-
mystery chicken.
Kids at home, reading is important.
It helps you win games.
Very important. All right, so this could be the last round if
Could be.
Zintis takes us. To drawing
Yes,
their starting
yes.
hand, each player places a chili from their hand onto their plate.
Okay.
Very
Touch your
interesting. Oh,
chilies in your-
thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
This is going directly onto your plate without using its
Right.
grilling ability. And you're going for 20.
Sure. Get you out there.
I'm gonna go with -2.
Okay.
All right. Pick something.
All right. Now we go into the grilling phase where you guys are going to play one from
Oh
your
my
hand,
god, 13
grill.
right off the bat? Holy shamoly.
So I want to briefly explain. If let's say both of you guys hit 20 heat, what happens then, right?
Yeah, when we would be tied.
Yeah. So in the case of a tie, players would compare the hottest chilies on their plate, and whoever has the hottest chili would win the game.
Ugh.
So
Mhm.
even if you have the same amount of heat, whoever has a single hottest chili wins.
Right, makes sense. Aha!
All right. 1. Nice.
So I reveal 3 from the top of the deck. Whoop.
Whoa.
So when Grill reveal 3 chilies from the top of the deck and draw that have 3 or less. Okay. So 1, we're doing like war basically. 2, 3. So I
Oh
draw
my God, you drew all
3
those.
of these.
Then
All
you
right.
trash this one.
Yep. 2, when grilled, trash 1 random chili from another player's hand. So just trash
my
trash a
gosh.
random one, Zintis.
Sure. 1 or 2.
2.
2.
And then when dining, is the dining ability trigger?
Nope.
Copy the
So
grilling
good chili
code.
only
Okay,
cares
yeah.
about
Yeah,
grilling.
okay. All right, coolio.
Wow.
So these go up here, and this goes down here. So
Perfect.
I maintain my -2-edness.
Yep. And then both of you guys draw 1.
Draw 1.
So prepping happens after you grill?
Prepping
No,
is
prepping
like the
happens
scoring phase,
before-
basically.
Oh no, prepping is this
Or
green.
the green one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
When you grill, or
Yeah,
before you
when
grill.
you're about to before you're about to activate the grilling ability of the chili on
Okay.
the grill, you can prep.
And it's only once per round?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the case of chili egg, he would trash himself, so you would only be able to like do it once. But
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Not a lot of options for you right now.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball though.
That is, you got to beat
All
this
right.
number somehow in 2 turns.
Why did you play the dog? Why did you play? Tell me why.
I'm just.
He's just the animal lover, you know.
All right. I'm gonna go with this.
Mhm.
Ready?
Okay. Reveal. Cool.
3.
Chili
1,
summoner goes first.
3. When grilled, trash a chili on your plate to reveal the top 3 chilies of the deck. Summon 1 and trash the rest. So you go away.
Now, before you do that, you can also just prep the chili egg if you wanted to, but in this case, I probably wouldn't do that. if I were
Nah,
you.
it's
Okay.
2, 3. Flip. What do I
You
get?
get to choose one to summon onto your plate.
Ooh.
That top card. Trash bin under chili. Nope. Oh, so these are. So it's summoned but not grilled. Okay.
Right.
Prepped. Make the chili on your grill.
Could
Yeah.
wait.
6 is too much. Okay, I'll do this one.
Could summon be? I'm sorry. I'm already thinking of feedback. It's okay.
Okay.
Expansion chilies. So excited.
What's the buff guy doing?
The buff guy, I'm get to draw a chili from the stack into my hand, and then I get to stack a chili, tuck a chili under this one. So I'm now at -1, and I'm gonna put this dude under this dude. So now,
Nice.
now I'm at 5. There we go.
Yeah. Perfect.
To
Okay.
your almost 20.
Now go ahead and draw a chili.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
What? Is it milder or equal, or it has to be milder?
Has to be milder.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
That would have been a crazy play.
Man, that would have been a really good play. Anyway, I'm doing this. Ready? Huh.
Just one little cat.
Just
Yep,
a
little
one,
cat.
and then
Just one.
this is gonna get stacked on this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I hit 4. So we're at 7, 8, 9 plus 4 is 13, and then you're at
5.
5. Do you have any dining effects? No. Do I have any
No.
dining?
I was really hoping I was gonna draw into like one that was like 8 or 10 or something like that, and I drew into all like 3s and 1s, and I was just like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess Chuggy not so helpful.
So
Okay.
there are some options I think you could have done in your hand that would have give you a slight bigger edge.
Yeah, I mean, I could have gone with this, and then I would have been able to discard 4 to give him, so it would have been 7. I don't know. I
or
feel like
maybe even the laser cannon chili here. would have been pretty
I
good.
just drew that one, and I literally did not read it. Oh yeah, yeah, that one would have worked. That would have been my best bet probably. If I knew how to read, I would be disappointed in myself.
All
my
good.
God.
Nice.
Sweet.
Well,
No, that was
it's the
awesome.
third dish.
This one was really cool. Check this out.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, that one. The one true chili. These are milder than the chili trash. All the chilies in the plate. So the chilies need to match the. Wow. Oh. That's a pretty good one. Is that the one that you said before was like, this is the best card in the game?
No, the best one was the one that
No?
could be an 11 or a 1.
Oh, the ace.
Right.
Chili.
This one is. I had just placed another 1 down, and then I drew this, and I was like, I had a 0 and a -2. I literally could have made this happen.
Yeah. So obviously this is very powerful, right? If you just have either this one on your plate or you buff it up so that this is the hottest on your plate,
Right.
this is gonna basically win you the game because it's gonna be a single hottest chili, and even
Right.
against the chili Geddon, it would be like you win the tiebreaker. But because you have to set it up on your plate first, and your opponent can see it, they can do a lot of stuff to mess around.
To
with
mess
it,
with
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
So-
you almost want it to be like the last thing you play.
Mhm.
But like,
Exactly.
oh, and by the way, I win.
Yeah. So
Well
that
done.
that was really quick. I think that was overall really well played by both of you guys there. And what you just experienced was the base set that has
Right.
just 55 chilies that I'm planning on launching with
Got
the
77
launch
more
game.
chilies.
These are the
I have-
expansion chilies.
I have a very sad thing to tell you, which is
Yes.
most printers print on sheets of 9.
Mm-hmm.
So having 55 is not good. So you either
are you
want...
talking about like at home printers or
No, like
No.
actual Actual
Printer.
printers.
manufacturing company. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
they did 18, but I
Or
guess some do not.
18 in increments of 9. Usually 18. Yes. Basically, you want it to be 54 or up from there.
The luckily the manufacturer that I was talking with can print 65 cards in one page.
Oh, okay. Then never
I think
mind.
they're using
Ignore
like
me.
a really big piece of page. So,
Oh, yeah.
but that also kind of limits me to making sure that the entire game is either in the multiples of 65, so 65 or
Mhm.
130. And
Right.
as you might have guessed, I first tried to get the base set to be 130 cards, so
Mm-hmm.
120 chilies and 10 dishes. And the common feedback from players was this is just too many cards to shuffle and
Right.
like, way too many to learn from
Uh-huh.
the start. And the first player experience just was like all over the place because I couldn't really
Mhm.
Right.
make the easy chilies go in there. So
Right. But then you got expansion stuff.
yeah. Expansion chilies are where we get really complex combos.
Nice.
The old types, you may see the chili candle on the top here
Dude,
with two types.
I love hybrid things in games. It's my favorite.
There's a lot of like really spicy stuff in there. Actually, if you guys want to do you want to try shuffling that in and see the full version of the game in its glory?
I mean,
Sure.
we can do like, why don't we just do one round of that and then we can start
Sure.
doing some feedback.
Yeah, sounds good. And
Interesting.
we'll try to play with the dish that we haven't seen yet too. So
Oh, sure.
let's do this one. The fire. Oh no, yeah, let's do the fire ramen.
Root.
Okay, be quick. All right, so just go ahead and put all the chilies into one. I'll just into one pile.
Rah!
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
And we're gonna 132 cards. Imagine shuffling that in there.
Yes. I mean, you just shuffle 2 different piles and then just smush them together.
Oh god, it's so big.
Each player summons 1 chili after drawing your starting hand. Activate the abilities of summoned grilling, starting with the hottest. Okay. After drawing.
So
Okay.
summon one onto your plate, and if it has a grilling ability, it will do its thing.
That
not have
does
a grilling ability.
not.
Oh, but the chili apprentice does.
When grilled, trash a chili on your plate to summon 1 chili. If you summon
That
the
many
grilling
chilies.
chili, you may activate this ability. Okay, so, and this says I do it.
Turning.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Honest.
Okay, so trash it,
This-
get one,
trashes
and
itself.
then do the grilling again.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
Every
This
chili
doesn't-
type.
I feel like
Okay.
this needs slightly different wording, but I like it. Um,
Okay. So we
All
got pick a chili. What do I got? How do I know that a card is an expansion card?
Right now there's no way to tell. But
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be putting some kind of a symbol on somewhere on the card to let the players know what
Is
expansion.
there one
it's from.
expansion or are there many expansions?
There's gonna be many expansions.
Okay.
I haven't really grouped them yet into what I think they're gonna be based on themes and mechanics.
Yeah, I mean that. Sorry, my brain.
No.
A great thing to do for expansions could be, hypothetically, like little mini 18 card packs, because those will fill 1 sheet at like a typical printer, and then you can be like, hey, just like buy these are all like prepping chilies, or these are all this sort of chili, these are all sort of like if you can kind of theme them down into packs of 18 or something. It'd be cool.
Like medieval themed or like space themed or something like
Right.
like Halloween.
Mhm.
Hey,
All right. So what happens when we're tied, by the way?
So when you guys are tied on the grill, you compare the hottest on the plate.
Okay.
It's the central theme is always the hottest goes first.
Goes here, and that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
So I copy the grilling ability of the chili on the top of the trash bin, which is trash a chili on your plate to summon 1 chili. So I'm going to get rid of this, and I summon is from the top.
Yeah, from the deck. And you may, if it has a grilling ability, you may activate its grilling
I
ability.
do not. The chili key. When you have 7 chilies in your hand, this chili turns into a star. 1 victory point. That's so cool.
All right. We draw a card.
Yep. Draw a card.
Oh.
Yep.
Did I steal your card?
Again. Yep. It's okay.
I'll just shuffle it back into the deck. Yeah, there we go.
All you, please. Oh, did you draw already?
Oh, you drew. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And you got 9. Or 24. Okay.
I will say your hand is really tricky.
Yeah.
This-
I think if I do this into this, I'll be fine. Maybe.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
You don't know.
It depends what he
There's a
plays.
lot of RNG. Exactly.
Here we go.
All right. Haha.
Ah,
All right.
3.
So
Hottest.
the
5.
Oh,
Then 4.
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
4.
So the next next hottest goes first.
Grill, trash, 3 chilies on top of the deck. Bang, boom. Okay. And then if their combined heat is 10 or more, trash another player's hottest chili on their plate.
Oh my!
They are not.
That's crazy.
That is unfortunate for you. All right. And then I
You
got
do your thing.
Chili Cafe. Ooh, and it's just a dining ability. So
All right, go ahead and draw your chilies from the deck.
okay, 1. Mm, okay. I think I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm betting on.
All right, best of luck.
All right.
Okay.
0.
0.
All right.
Real.
Chili night. Grills tries to trash another chili with 8 or more, but there's none, so that's okay. That's all right.
All right. So when I do this, I can trash my hottest. Oh, it's my hottest and my mildest. I don't get to choose. I'm a dum-dum. Never mind. This is not going to work at all. So this basically goes under this, and,
Yes.
and this goes away.
Yeah.
Because
so
5
it's
times
fine.
1 is oftentimes 5. In my brain, I was like, I can do 5 times 3. I'll have 15, and plus 1, that's 16, and then I get to, yeah, that'll work. No, it won't.
Yeah, this forbidden book is oftentimes
A little
very, very
confusing, but-
risky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that dumb. All right,
So
I think you
we
got
saw
that
some of
star.
the cards. We saw some of the new cards, right? Like the
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
key, I'm imagining.
Yeah, definitely. The key I think was 1, and the chili book I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one is also new. Yep, there's a lot of stuff, but it's pretty much built around trying to play up till this number and trying to disrupt your opponent while establishing your plate and having some kind of like a goal. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot of RNG.
Yeah. All right, I have one very quick thing.
Yeah.
Which is, could these keywords be a little bit more like in-world-ish? Like summon is a very like Magic the Gathering, wizards and knights and all that sort of language, as opposed to just like plate. Like use plate here. Like place the top of the chili from the deck onto the spot on your plate, or serve or something like that. Like a little bit more diegetic,
Yeah.
Just something to think on of like the verbiage of these felt very like gamery almost. Like trashing and stacking and recycling and summoning. It's all just kind of like card play game TTRPG kind of stuff. As opposed to like, this is a simple enough game that I would be totally fine with, like pulling this out. This is my favorite way to explain is the type of game you pull out at Thanksgiving and play with your aunt and your cousins who you see once a year, and just adding that little bit of extra flavor can be one of those things that just kind of sets a game off, and people are like, "Oh, that was so cool!" It's not a big deal at all, but.
That's a really interesting feedback. I wanted one of the main things, and the reason why I made this game was so that I could try to make it as accessible to new players as possible. Because I have this like problem whenever I go to a game store, and let's say that I go with like 2 or 3 of my friends, and we sit down and we see a really cool game, we open it up, and the rule books just like
And like,
takes
oh,
20
yeah.
minutes to
all right,
play,
we're gonna
and
spend a half hour learning how to play this
yeah,
game.
exactly. And then we have like 20 minutes left to
Right.
like, before we have to go.
Right.
So then it's like, okay, I want to try to make a game that is as easy to understand from the start, and it only takes you like maybe 5 minutes to explain before you can just jump in and play right away. And that's one of the reasons why the keywords are like very I guess gamery term, but I did also get that feedback from my wife too when I mentioned like trashing and stuff. Like she didn't immediately understand what that immediately meant. So yeah, I'll try to think about words that might feel thematic and still intuitive enough to the players.
Right.
Whatever those words might be.
Right. This is, funnily enough, this is the like one area that I do find using AI to be acceptable, which is giving it a bunch of like garbage of like, I need a word that kind of describes this, but in this way. Because you can't just like type that into Google, and you can't like look it up in a dictionary. And it's like, okay, I could sit here and like scroll through a fucking dictionary to try and find a word, and or go to thesaurus.com and like keep like link treeing down, or you could just go and like use an AI to be like, okay, give me like 10 words for putting a card on a table that are that are cooking themed or pepper themed, and it'll be like, here you go. And you're like, okay, cool, I can at least get me in the right direction. Be like, oh yeah, that doesn't work, but if I tweak this or this, then it'll work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I had more or less the same feedback. I felt that summon especially was really out of theme.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, to a certain point, because the game is relatively light, you learn it really quickly. I actually wouldn't mind if it was just like very simple, non-thematic terms like play, draw, tuck, whatever, like that kind of stuff.
That could be it too. Like they're living right now in like a very weird place where they're not common enough that it fits into what Zintis just said, but they're weird enough that they don't fit into this. Like,
yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, I tried to because I think I started with the summon keyword first, and then I was like, oh, let's make a magical portal to try to justify me using the word summon, but it does feel kind of like shoehorned in. I do also have like other like summoning chilies and stuff.
Yeah, there is also like enough kind of weird stuff going on that it's also probably not a huge deal. Like you've got magical chilies and Necronomicon chilies and god chilies, and so if that's the weirdest thing in the game, and if that's the worst feedback that you're getting, you're probably totally fine. Also, I just want to, while we're sitting here, give you huge chilies. Jesus Christ, chilies on the brain. Huge kudos is the word I was trying to think of to this art. It's just so good.
Thank you. Oh, the story behind the art. So I'm actually not an artist, and I'm a sound designer by daytime. I work on like video game sound design stuff, but I tried to look into like art and realize that it's like way too expensive.
Oh, it's the crazy expensive.
Yeah, it's like that's like where 75% of your budget goes into. So
yep.
When I first started, I obviously had like temp art from like mobile games and stuff just to have something on there. And the gameplay of trying to get to that number, the theme just kind of hit me that I could play into this like something like a resource that players wouldn't necessarily find weird if the number is higher, and it's not always a good thing. Because when I first started this game as a prototype, the dishes were actually like giant mechs, and all the chilies that you were playing were actually like soldiers. And people constantly started playing cards that are like 10 and 12, even if the goal was not to go over the number, right? And it just didn't thematically make sense. Like, why would you not want to play something like really strong,
like super huge?
Yeah. So that like the number that we were using, unit of measurement was like power at the time, and power didn't make sense. So I pivoted to heat, which made a lot more sense and a lot more like intuitive to the players because they don't want to be like too spicy. And the thing that helps with that heat as well is that because I'm not an artist, I don't want to draw limbs on my characters.
Right.
You might notice that none of these characters have limbs on them.
Who needs limbs?
Exactly.
Just Powerpuff Girls it. Just the round balls on the end of the hands,
Yeah.
you know?
As long as I can just have a chili, like for one character, that's like a template that becomes I could just take that and put costumes on it and call it something different. That was good enough for me. That's where the One True Chili first came in. This was like the mascot that I used for everything else, and then the gameplay mechanic came afterwards. I was like, oh, he should be the One True Chili,
the actual chili.
And then once I started drawing, I started seeing more fun, and it was actually really interesting. So I started making other things that were not chilies, but I applied the chilies colors to them. And
Right, or the chilies and used the chili face, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and like a goat. So yeah, the art is all done by me, and all the pictures were done by my wife, though.
I have something very important to tell you that you are an artist. I'm sorry to say.
No.
I really I have to apologize, but I'm sorry. You are an artist. You drew 130 cards. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
And some are like a key that is complicated.
Right. There's not even a chili on this one.
There's no chilies. You drew a goat, man.
Look at the range. Look at the range of this guy. He can draw goats and keys, chilies,
giant tank. Chilies.
Look at that egg. That egg is incredible. Like, just.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry to say you're an artist, but you only draw chilies. So.
Yeah.
Those will be all your commissions.
Yeah. Imagine having to like commission all of these. It would have been.
What a nightmare.
Yeah. The funny thing is that you do it for free, but if someone asked you to draw a whole bunch of like pineapples, you'd be like,
"Fuck no, I'm
20 grand, please. Give me 20 grand."
Yeah.
But like, you know, the good news is that means that you saved yourself 20 grand.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. And now I could spend it on marketing instead.
Right.
Oh my god. Yeah. So it's just
I guess what kind of feedback are you looking for overall? Like, what parts are you trying to work on?
Something that I was and I still would not really know until I just put it out there blindly, and I'm not there to be present for the playtest, is like, would people actually play this game? Like, would they buy it off of a store and actually play it because they find it fun? And I kind of need like an honest opinion from my playtesters about that, because so far, playtesters that have been helping me are people who just they saw it and they were like, "Oh, I want to help," and they say that they have a lot of fun playtesting it, and we do like a daily playtest and stuff. But I think I also need like an outsider's perspective on like whether they would bring this out during what you said, like Thanksgiving dinner and play with their aunt. And do you think that it has problems with like learning or like replayability or things like that?
I'll let you go first, Intis, but
sure. I think it's right on the cusp of where you want it to be, and I think my biggest criticism would be, I think that the cards are too wordy. I think that if you really want to limit it to 1 to 3 lines of text, with like the target being like 1 to 2. And that might mean having to go in and like clean house on effects that are so specific that you need to describe it in 5 lines of text.
Right.
But if you can bring it down to 1 and like use an icon, like for example, you have like the dining icon. Maybe the dining icon doesn't live in the corner. Maybe it lives in the text box. And that way you know that like when you're in the dining phase, this happens. Or like when you're in the whatever phase, this happens.
Right.
So that might be one thing. Because like you have a lot of cards that say like they have the grilled symbol in the corner, but then they all also have the words when grilled on.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And like let's take a look at the 8-bit chili. So when grilled, trash this chili unless you have a chili with 0, 1, 10, or 11 heat on your plate. Like how could you cut that down to like 2 lines? Like maybe you have an icon for trash. Maybe maybe you don't even say the word chili. You just say like trash this. Like that's kind of what I'm getting to. It's like
right, like trash this unless your plate, you know, or like unless a chili on your plate has blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
right.
like that gets rid of width, it gets rid of, this chili and when grilled. So like the other thing is I'm not disagreeing with you, Zintis, but I'm more just saying like if you can, like, here's my favorite thing to do: use a graph. Right now, oh my gosh, that did not work at all. What is happening? Plus 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 plus.
Like a word count graph.
Oh no, it's running into a thing. Yeah, that right now they're all kind of up here, and if you can kind of just make it more like this, that's probably fine. Or I guess more like this. Sorry, I'm being a dum. Where
What's the one? Oh, okay, you're gonna explain.
yeah, let's. This is a number of words, and this is number of cards. Cards, and this is words. Right now, they're all kind of even, and if you can get it so that most of them don't have a lot, then you can have some that have a lot. You don't need them all to be down here.
I see.
Oh,
you,
sure.
you just need to be like, okay, what are the, you have your deck of whatever. What is it? 50 some odd. So it's like,
55,
okay,
yeah.
what are the 10 or 12 that can be long? Those are like, the big flashy cards. And then can I really crunch down the language on the other 40 so that the overall complexity comes down. But then I get to keep the cool flashy ones also.
Yeah. That's a great solution. Yeah, I tried my best to make this as short as possible, and it's still this length. And at some point, I'm like, do I sacrifice the flavor and the fun game mechanic for
Right, and that is,
really...
I think, the biggest question is like, cut it down as much as you can without cutting out the fun. Because I think almost everything I've read, I've been like, okay, that's clever. That's an interesting little. It's an interesting little mini game. Like it's almost like every single card is like this interesting little mini game, bet that you're making with yourself. Where I can make that work. I can.
But I do think that like this card, let's say the one true chili, could be like 3 lines. I think like if you put the dining icon in the text box and then it says, if this is your hottest chili, you win, or something like that. Because that's very close to what the effect that you're going for is, but what you have here is more procedure that ends up in the same place. But like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good idea. The reason why I didn't say you win.
Right, whatever the right verbiage is.
Right.
Because this card has you win the round.
Oh, sure.
And but I could probably move that to this chili and then have this do the other effect. And
I mean, you can have them both win the round and then just go by tiebreak.
They're both different conditions, also. Where it's like, yeah, it can go to tiebreaker. Yeah, that is already a mechanic that you have in the game of a tie.
Right. You have winning the round. So
right. As to my brain, to answer your question, I would say yes, that I would, and that I think other people probably will. I don't know how many games of I just blanked on the name of the publisher. What is it? Something Unicorn.
Unstable Unicorn.
Unstable Unicorn. Yeah. I would say this is very much in that vein of complexity. Like, I don't know if you've played like Here to Slay. You're basically just like playing cute little guys that have like little abilities and rolling dice to see if you beat a monster. So like complexity wise, it's not that far off from this. I mean, this has a little bit more like procedure because all of the cards have a little bit more text on them than they do in Here to Slay. But like in general, overall, like how the game is going, I'd say this is pretty darn close to the same complexity. Kind of, I would say I would be much more interested in the 4-player game for playing with my friends, just because, or even if I got the expansion, playing it with 6 players. I don't know how well it would play with 6 players, but I know it is hard to find games that play good at 2 all the way through 6. And if you can manage that, it's a good thing, because oftentimes, you have you have your solid group of like 4 people, and then as as luck would have it, eventually you get older, and then that solid group of 4 people start getting married, and then all of a sudden that solid group of 4 people is 6 people, and you're like, ah, shit. I need to find games that can play 6 people now.
Yeah.
But this is of a complexity that I would be comfortable, playing it with a spouse of one of my friends who, like, they're like, yeah, whatever, I'll play a couple games with you guys. I don't care. But this is simple enough that I'd be like, I don't know, you're gonna like this. This is chill. Like, we're just gonna be. It's kind of like Blackjack, but we got some kooky crazy stuff on all the cards that'll let us mess with each other. And boom, go. And it's got silly stuff on the cards, kind of like Munchkin. Like, great.
Yeah. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah. One other thing I would advise is the some of your cards, like when grilled, pick something or do something. I think that, especially if you intend to go with 3 or more players, you might want to make it so that if they mess with the other players, it does it in an automatic fashion. Like, when grilled, your opponent with the highest chili discards it, rather than like choose a chili and then discard it, like something like that. Because if you're in a situation where like you have to do some king making or king breaking, then
I see.
that requires me to understand how you're doing, and then how the other player's doing, and then the other player's doing, and then figure out which one of you's winning, and then I have to pick the chili that's going to stop you from winning, and that's a bunch of decision making. But like, if you can just kind of like have it be
which
more automatic.
Right, you have some that are like that. Like the laser cannon is just trash another player's hottest chili. So it could just be like, instead of another player's, it could be trash your opponent, the hottest chili of an opponent.
Right.
Or of another player.
Each opponent trashes their hottest chili.
Right.
Or trashes the hottest chili on any player's plate.
You wouldn't want it to be hit yourself though, hypothetically. So
you wouldn't want to, but I mean sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So maybe Grandma wants a thing of tapioca and doesn't want it to be hot at all.
Yeah. So actually, about that, the wording of the chilies, they used to be for like a year and a half. They used to say, "Trash an opponent's hottest chili on their plate." But I added the another players because of the 2v2. When the another player word is in there, all of a sudden you can target your enemies and your allies with certain effects. So it encourages really fun, like, you could banana pepper with your friendly ally player, and then all of a sudden you're helping them and giving them something in return, while also having the flexibility to trade with your opponent, like the goat.
I'll trust you to make those decisions. Yeah, like you know all the cards better. Of like, okay, where can I cut it? That's one of those things where it's like, okay, where can I cut the complexity, and where do I have to keep the complexity to keep the fun? Yeah.
Yeah, but I totally agree with you. I think there's still a lot of cards that still require you to make decisions, and it slows down the game for everybody, especially when there are more players.
And speaking to what I was saying before, it's a thing where you don't have to get rid of it all, but minimizing it as much as possible. Just minimizing friction as much as possible is always good.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm saying that, like, if it's a global thing, like we all have to discard a chili, then we're all engaged with the process of having to do that for ourselves, rather than waiting on one person to make a decision.
Yeah, like this chili dragon, for example, it trashes everyone's mildest chili, so it just says to do that, and everyone does it.
Okay, I have a graphic design idea that might really annoy you, but is there a way to change the color, hue, or even shape of this fireball as they get hotter?
I mean, obviously I can, but what would be the benefit of doing that?
Just like sitting in your hand, being able to, I don't know. You have the numbers on there, so it doesn't. But yeah, really it's more of like a graphic design, like ooh, cool thing. Which means that your game is at a good place, because I'm nitpicking your graphic design as opposed to the actual design of your game.
No, I think it's a really good, interesting idea. So so far I only have 3 different colors for the fire, and I think the reason why I wanted to keep it that way, maybe the other one was this one.
I just know that this is yellow.
Yeah. So the
And
dish
then
is
this-
always yellow
Right.
because it's like gold. It's like the stars. You want to go for that heat.
Right.
And then most chilies, if it's positive, will have this like orange color to it, and if it's negative,
Mhm.
it'll have this like blue, right? Because blue, anything that's blue is usually meant to be bad.
Right.
And
I
you
mean,
don't want to
the
actively
other
mistake
thing,
that.
this is one of the reasons that it kind of came up in my head. Technically, blue fire is very hot.
Yeah, that's true.
So this,
Yeah.
you could replace this with like an ice crystal,
Mhm.
and then you could go you can go and look up a scale that'll show you
Yeah.
literally different colors of
Mhm.
of of heat and what color they
Mhm.
literally are, and you could like just
Yeah.
color pick those literally and go,
Right.
like 10 would then be like, white hot, and this fireball would be white, or the
Yeah.
13 one, but then like this 0 one would this be like, kind of muted orange, and then there'd be, like red and some blues kind of all thrown up in there.
Yeah.
But that
Um,
might just be too annoying to do, honestly. this
I mean,
this is fine. If you wanted to be a crazy person and include science, stupid science, ruining
I
everything.
think that's awesome. I mean, obviously, it's gonna make the game look more like colorful and vibrant, and you would look at a card and be like, "Oh, this has like this black fire. It's the hottest one." Um, I do see some like scalability issues. So if in the future I want to release a chili with 20 heat, let's say, but I've already made the chili dragon have like black fire, there's nothing hotter than that. So then,
Right.
that the scaling might be like a little bit of an issue, but also I want the information to be conveyed to the player right away.
As simple as
Um,
possible. It totally understandable.
Yeah.
Again,
So then,
dumb shit that I'm.
no, no, but that's a really cool idea. But something that I did try to do in the DaVinci is actually so DaVinci makes it so that it gains 3 heat per type, like different unique type you have
Mhm.
on your plate. So
Right.
each of the types colors are represented in the fire here,
Mhm.
and potentially that's something that I can do for like other
Mhm.
stuff. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
and I mean, I would honestly, I would keep those off to the side somewhere in a file. This I would. I mean, I would use these icons. You have these icons. I would use them.
Yeah.
I'd have like the dining
yeah.
behind this, and the grilling behind this one, and you have the whatever, the prepping icon somewhere. It's I would use those specific icons and then do +3 +3 +3 because this looks to me, if this was the first card that I drew in the game, I'd be like, what? There's blue fire and green fire and purple fire? Where are those cards? Like as opposed to if I saw the actual hex of prepping and then I had another prepping card in my hand, I'd be like, oh, cool. Like, so if I play this and this, it'll combo. Cool.
Yeah. That why didn't I think of that? That's a really good idea. Thank you.
That's what we're here for. Because nobody catches everything. Here because you may or may not have seen the YouTube where we talked about this. Me and my design partner for Dungeons of Goldrune tested Dungeons of Goldrune for a full 6 months, and both of us forgot the word melee existed. We were just like, and then we got to Gen Con and talked to one person. They were like, "Why isn't this melee?" And we were like, melee is a word.
Yeah, it's like the darkest under the candle or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, fear not. Happens to all of us.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, anyway, that was awesome. Zintis, do you have anything else?
Just be really, really harsh with cutting out words and reducing the word count. As tough as you can be.
Yeah.
When I talk to people about like writing rule books and making card content, I say that like every word is one more step between you and fun. So just think about it that way.
Yeah.
So
that's really good. Yeah.
So
that's really good.
Just fight against the words. Like words are good, but this is not a book. This is a game. So,
that's like for example on this Professor Pepper. If I got rid of when grilled and it just said reveal the top 3 chilies of the deck and draw 1, like I always feared that whenever it got quote unquote like summoned onto your plate, people would start doing that action. And if I have when grilled on there, that would prevent them from thinking that would happen because they would know that, oh, this is not being grilled right now.
Right.
I wonder if that's a good trade-off.
It's also like you could kind of organize this a little bit, where like maybe instead of grilling being in the side, it's like on, a slightly. Let me. Maybe it's slightly bigger and like here, and then all of the text is in this block, and then in the
Yeah.
rules book you can be like, this tells you when it happens, and this tells you what happens, and then
Right.
you know,
You could also color code it.
right.
'Cause if you have
There's
different
lots of
phases
ways.
that have, right. You could have a red text box for grill and a orange text box for that, and
Yeah,
so forth.
like that's something. It's a subtle thing that they do in Root that actually not everybody gets because they don't ever explain it. But they have different text box shapes and colors for instant effects versus crafted effects. Like the crafted effect is like a gray box, whereas instant effects are like a paper box. And the actual rules on the thing like make it clear what's happening, and it's literally just like a flavor thing, but it's you could do something similar to that where it's like all of the grilling ones have a background that looks like a grill, and all of the prepping ones look like a cutting board, and all of the mystery ones have this this portal on as the background,
Yeah.
and all the dining ones have it looks more like a plate or something like that.
Yeah.
You could you
Did
could
you guys?
play with it somehow.
Sorry. Did you guys notice the frames, like the bottom half of the cards on all of these? Or...
I like vaguely did halfway through playing, and I was just like, what is this plate here for? I don't understand. And then I slowly got it.
So then maybe that's telling me that it wasn't immediately noticeable that they.
I think
Maybe
it's
the
that
text box itself.
the text box is so big in it that you're also like churning through cards so quickly that it's hard to kind of.
Oh, that's the other thing I
grok
wanted
that.
to mention was I do think you should keep your hand in between rounds. Because again, like once you discard your hand and redraw, you have to reread your hand.
Right.
So
and it could be that you like have to discard down to 4.
Sure.
Or something like that. Because there was that one point where I had like 7 cards in my hand, and if I got to keep that, that's just like weird. But I did have a question, and maybe this is maybe this is a dumb question, but all of these dishes, they all have you summon something right off the bat.
Yeah.
Is there
all of them will start you with something?
Is there a reason for that?
Yes. Through playtesting, we realized that when you have something on your plate to interact with, it's just more fun rather than starting from
absolutely nothing. There are
because it lets you start the comboing faster.
Yeah, like sometimes someone will start with like a -2 and be like, "Oh, what the heck?" And that's just like starts off this
like okay, I really have to play slightly different.
Yeah.
Okay, no, cool, totally.
And then like sometimes it like kind of gives you a challenge. For example, this TNT chili. If you start with this, you're like, okay, this is like a heat like that's really high heat, but when my plate's full, I have to trash this. So how do I work around it and try to get one chili behind my opponent so that this doesn't blow up?
Or if it's a really low one. I mean, it would be also interesting. Like we didn't look at all of these. Because this one stacks it. Like they're all kind of around 20, honestly. So it would be interesting to see. Like I felt like this was really interesting because it was like go hog wild. Cool. But like and I don't know if maybe these go into the expansion, but it would be interesting to have one that like maybe it actually is just 10. And it's like, okay, crap. I really have to like be really judicious. You gotta use like 1s and 3s and like really be doing stuff. Or, do something crazy. Have one that's like, -2 or 0. Like oh crap, who can get the closest to 0? But we're having to use all of these crazy negative cards that do something, like or like I think that there is space here in these recipe dishes, there we go. To play with things a little bit more, like you jump straight from 24 all the way up to 99. Like you could have one that was 50 or, something, like it would take some playtesting to be like, okay, what is like a reasonable number that somebody might bust on, but is higher than 24. That's not just like in the 20s. Like, could I do a 30? Like, is it possible to bust on 30, but also be hard to get to, like, is that still fun?
Oh yeah, that's you need to do a deeper dive on the number distribution.
Right. And then that's that. I like I said, that might be something to go with for the expansion. Like ship with these clearly work. It's just it did feel like it was a very tight amount of number, and there wasn't a huge difference from one to the next. Like there was like, oh, okay, cool. Like this one changed.
Yeah.
This one was a little bit randomized. Okay, this one. Okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah.
But maybe playing with that just a little bit more when you get to expansion time of being like, okay, how can we go crazy? Like,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
all of a
absolutely.
sudden everybody has to plate 5 cards, but the number is 35 or 32. It's like, oh crap. Okay, now we have a whole other card that we have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, can I hit 30 with this? Okay, now I actually really want those really high numbers, and the same thing goes for if you make it, really small number. If it's like 10 and it's
Yeah.
just 10, you're like, holy crap, I drew a 9, an 8, a 7, and a 6. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like,
Yeah. So I totally agree. I think with expansions in the future, I would definitely like to create more dishes that when you first draw it, you're like, oh my gosh, like this brings a really interesting problem. Kind of like the 99. This is like the one that has everyone kind of like stumped when it comes out, and more effects like this. I
Right.
tried like lots of different like variations of dishes, and ultimately landed on these where they're mostly just kind of like immediately quickly like set you up a game and gets you into the action right away.
Right.
And I tried stuff where like at the like right before dining they do stuff like before dining abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were like I even tried like the negatives and or like passive effects. And you might actually notice no card in this game, at least the ones that you've seen, have any passive ongoing abilities.
Right.
The closest thing to it is like the dining abilities. They all do something when they're played. It's because I didn't want players to have to keep tracking things when
Right. And
it would
actually,
just be way too many
right.
stuff, right?
And I love that. That's where I'm like, when you do make more and different ones, try and make them as simple as possible, where it is something where it's like changes, I think so far you've done a really good job with making them interesting. It's just all playing kind of in one central area, and I'm like, okay, what happens if we start to expand that area more? And like, I think there's clearly the 99 shows that there is some cool, interesting things beyond the numbers 15 to 24. And I'm excited to see what that turns into.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited as well. Most of the chilies are like built around the average of 4. So when you have four of them on your plate, or maybe like 4 or 4.5, you will land around 20, which is average what I want the players to be around 21. And if I have the dish is actually like a really good way to kind of make sure that there's no meta in the game, because if it was always 21, there was a version of the game where all the dishes had 21 but different abilities. That always made it so that certain chilies, when they came out, they were just better because they were able to get you to 21. But when let's say like a 15 comes out, chilies that are too hot becomes like out of the meta. You don't want to play those anymore.
Right.
So I think there's definitely ways to make like 30 heat dishes and like -1. That would be kind of like really fun to have you're trying to make like ice cream sundae with chilies, and it's like an impossible task, but that would be definitely like really cool to see in an expansion. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you could, especially if you're doing, kind of like mini themed expansions that are, whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna come with them.
18-ish cards or whatever it ends up being, 30, whatever that is. It's like, oh, here is a expansion that comes with, 20 cards that are all negative, and also 2 dishes, a dish that is 0 and a dish that's -4. and it's like, oh crap, so we really want those cards to come up. If those ones come up, that's really, like you can do some fun weird theming stuff. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I agree. That would be really, really cool, and gives players kind of like more things to look forward to, and some maybe one of the chilies that are not really seeing play in the earlier versions or like base set, all of a sudden that becomes better or maybe worse depending on
Right,
what cards
like,
you
could you
show in.
imagine if like, normally when you play this and grill it, it's really high, but if you're like, ooh,
Yeah,
wait, if I can manage to, sneak this out, if I can manage to summon this card somehow, or I can, swap it out of my hand and in without actually grilling it, all of a sudden it's a 0. Oh, that's awesome. I can like, anyway.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's really, really good. And actually, could I ask again for the keywords, which keywords specifically you felt like they were too gamery and didn't feel like cooking themed or like spicy?
I would
Mostly
say
summon for me. Mostly.
I would say summon and probably stack.
Yeah, you mentioned tuck, right?
Yeah, tuck is one
could do
that I
tuck.
feel like has been used like in Wingspan. So if people have played Wingspan, like stack usually I would put on top of, and like you might get people thinking that it would be like that. Oh, I have a 7 and I'm stacking on top of, and now a 3, and now it's actually a 3 and not a 7. As opposed to like tucking or
Right. Tucking is always under usually, right?
And return is fine, and recycle is like cooking enough that it makes sense.
You might not need recycle. You might just be able to cut that. It depends on how many card effects you have with recycle.
Yeah, you have a good point because recycle is used literally like only once. I actually put it there.
Oh
so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
If it's only once, then yeah, get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was gonna be on like 10 cards. If it's on like 10 cards, keep it. But if it's just the one, that's not worth a keyword. You can that's one of those times where if it's a really interesting card, you write this all out, and if it's not an interesting card, you get rid of it.
Yeah, like the goal was like maybe I'll make 10 in the future with this keyword, but I think it's just like the design space is quite not there, and that's another like problem with this game is that sometimes it feels like it's like hard to create new cards because I feel like I've already done everything.
Yeah, the design space is relatively small.
Yeah.
I think that there is space though, because you can have things like you were saying before, like you could have chilies that have effects who are only good when they're grilled or only good when they're not grilled, or you can have chilies that like have to get tucked or like that make the game last longer.
Yeah, or if it's like something that if it's if you grill it, it's worth 2, but if it's tucked, it's worth whatever. Like, and you have a couple things that are like that already. Like I think. I mean, also you say there's not a lot of design space, but you've designed 130 some odd cards. So
I do want to say that like some of the cards have effects that are similar to each other, just worded slightly differently.
Yes.
So to a certain extent, there might only be like 50 like very distinct cards in here.
That is
I would argue
always
that, like,
to do a double check on and be like, am I copying myself anywhere?
But I would like to mention that like right now, almost all your cards do have text. You might just have some cards in the core game that are just hot, and that's it. Like just 1 through 13 or 14, and just no text.
This is the guy. This is the 7 is like the no ability is just heat, and all the other chilies are kind of based and balanced around this number. Where if you start to go up from here, they start to come with negative effects, like the chili MP where it destroys.
I don't even know if you need to have a negative effect on cards that are bigger than 7. I don't. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the negative effect is hypothetically you're playing 4 cards, and you have to play 4 cards. And if you play 4 cards that are worth 8 or more, you're going to bust. Like, I actually kind of like the idea of like basically a suit of cards that are literally just a number. And maybe that's like an expansion in and of itself, even of like.
I think it should be in the core because it'll reduce the amount of text.
That's true.
And
it decreases
it'll make some players.
The problem is whenever you have like 6 and an opponent plays a 3, for example, the player who played a 6 is always closer to that goal that you're trying to go for. And because there's like you could only play 4 chilies, they do have to average out to be about 4.5. So in this game, there's no mana cost to playing your cards. Every card technically has the same cost, but it's more of like the
It's a flat
opportunity
cost, yeah.
cost and about like the situation that you're in. So sometimes if your plate's way too hot, you actually can't afford to play a really hot chili. It's like a really weird way to play like into the resource in this game, and so resource becomes a bit built around the heat, and there is some kind of tie into how good a chili is based on how much heat it has. Like so most of the sevens are like the either no ability or they have like kind of a neutral or like random effect, and then anything that is like one is usually like very powerful but have like but the actual base heat is pretty low. And then I try to balance other effects around them where like chilies with either really high heat or really low heat are easier to get targeted by effects. So like mildest and the hottest effects.
Why are they really low?
Why the really low ones? So all the dining chilies tend to have generally
it's because you made the low ones also dining chilies. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Most of
I mean, it
the
also lets you
grilling
kind of
chilies are-
creep towards a goal and almost hit it. So if you can knock
But
off
I mean,
like a
like, it
couple
doesn't-
things there, it might.
Yeah, I mean, there's some design decisions there because you decided to make the low chilies dining chilies, but they don't have to be. Like
Right.
low chilies don't have to be dining chilies, and you
Well-
could have effects that are like all players discard a dining chili, or like all dining chilies are worth +5, or
Right.
something like that. And that might be a reason that like smaller chilies are more valuable because there's less of a chance that you'll bust if another player plays a card that like helps me and also helps you in a symmetrical way. I don't know. You have some space here. I think you have some space here, and you can always add like a new effect if you really want to.
Yeah, absolutely. I do end up discovering more design space, even with like without having to add in new zones.
Right,
or
because you
new
could have like
keywords.
salsa cards. You could have what else would there be? You could have like a stuffed pepper card or something,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like I don't know, or some onion and just has 0 spice.
Like other types of ingredients other than just chilies.
Right, you don't need a lot, just enough to open up that design space.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well,
thank you
awesome.
so much, guys.
That was really cool. Do you have a website or I can zoom in here to the Discord and early alpha QR codes. People can.
There's a I do have a Discord channel where anyone can scan and just join in to help out and see where the game's at, and I'll be updating on when the game's going to be launching and all that stuff there.
Awesome.
I do have a website, but it's also not really set up at the moment. It's mostly like a blog at the moment, so it's winterfoxgames.com.
Nice.
So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Thank you for the plug.
Awesome. Well, everybody should go and check this out because it was silly and fun, and I think it's a good drink some beers and joke and yell at your friends kind of game.
It's like I'm trying to make this game be like everyone's second favorite game, where like you just play. You're done playing like 2 hours of like this really hardcore.
Yep.
It's the Battles of Catan, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, the end of the night game. You're like, okay, we got 20 more minutes before everyone has to leave. Let's play a quick round of I was about to say Chili Jack.
I have the Chili Jack name on here still. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, awesome. Well,
thank you guys so much for checking out the game.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody for watching. Like and subscribe, and until next time, bye-bye.